how heaven and hell is created in us. Ultimately, heaven is created when our inside is pure. When we take part in many hostile actions, impure actions, we're creating ultimately hell inside. Hell in our body and in our minds. And what comes after, hell outside. When we are against people, when we are angry, when we take part in anger, in hostility, we're creating like stains inside of the mind. And later it will stay there. And later it will cause illnesses, dysfunction, different kind of dysfunctions. It will manifest in the body as a stains, as a some complications. Heaviness in your belly, in your chest, in different part of the body. And what comes from that is a surrounded darkness. It depends what you did to somebody or to yourself. When those have negative energetic loads, they are bad actions, bad things, bad doing, then definitely they will leave stains. Like every action have its energy, depending where this coming from. I observed this for years, more than 30 years inside of myself. I've been like surrounded by darkness. I lived in darkness. And that darkness lived in me, actually been accumulated in my belly, in my chest. And I had no choice like to live with this. It caused dysfunction. I could not focus. I could not do so many things. And it took 30 years of self-inquiry, meditations, prayers, fasting, and all sorts of things to come to the realization and understanding that I need to soften my core, that I need to look deeply within and marinate in that soft space. In order that soft space to address those stains inside. So for example, I recently learned that I have to sit in the morning. I heard this from some lady, Muslim lady over the internet, and this was one of the best advice. She advised basically that before morning prayer, Fajr in Islam, give yourself time to wake up about 20 minutes earlier before that and do a tashahhud. They call it tashahhud. And spend as much time in sujud. Basically, we may translate this to be with Him, to spend time with Him, for feeling yourself, for feeling everything which is inside of your body. In the morning you are the most transparent. So if you spend in the early morning time 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you like meditate, marinate inside, you are inside and you feel all of that, you pray and you allow yourself to relax with all of that and feel that, then congestion in your body, that what was accumulated in different of part of the body and mind, will be melting. You will be able to address those energetic disturbances on the surface of the mind. They will appear. Some pain will appear. Some uncomfortable feeling will appear. And this is the moment how to feel all of that. Just feel it and be there inside and allow this to pass through you and feel it. That's the way how to remove that darkness from yourself. That's not easy way. Like I said, it took me 30 years to come to that, to be able to be and feel those things. All this time I had to suffer. I had no choice. Quran been given to me 8 years ago. I could not really be able to focus to read that, to learn that, because before that I had to address those internal issues, and we all humans have many of those inside. We cannot do many things in life correctly, properly. We get stressed, we get anxious, depressed, have developing mental illnesses, physical illnesses. All of this is product of our past. What we did, what we inject, and this living in us like a entities, like a dysfunctional energy inside. It's actually energy. When you eat poison, you will have that poison. You will be poisonous. This can be in form of information, bad information in the world, form of actions, bad actions, hostile actions, all of it leaving the marks inside, and later leaving the illnesses, dysfunction, all sort of kind of dysfunction. So I learned how to wake up 20 minutes before Fajr, before that main morning prayer, and spend time in tahajjud. Just marinate in tahajjud, bowing to the ground and marinate and feel your body. It's actually, you may, different religions doing this different way. They doing sitting meditation. This is as well working. You just have to find a way how to relax and marinate in that soft space inside and feel your inner body and appearances in your mind, thoughts, feelings, emotions. You're just feeling this. They will appear after some time, and morning time is the best time because, well, like I said, in the morning you are transparent. And what's happened in the morning after night, I experienced this for last 30 years, maybe even longer. All this darkness just when you wake up appearing in you, that heaviness, horrific, horrible heaviness. And when you sit to meditation, or you are tahajjud or morning prayer, you bowing, you doing all of that, you marinate in that darkness, you feel that darkness. You are allowing this darkness to melt with that light from existence, from God, from Allah. That's the ultimate remedy, how to bring yourself to right functionality, to living. Because like I said, I lived almost entire my life in darkness. Darkness of unknown background. Actually, I know what I did, where I put my hands into, where my life and world turned upside down. And there was as well external events in my life. When I was young, I had to observe, I have to be there in that. It affected me as a young human being. So later on, it stayed there. It's caused different. Many of those experiences of life caused traumas, and they lived in me, lived like a demons in me, like an energy, hostile energy, which needs to somehow at some point of time evaporate from that system in order for you to see and experience again blue sky, good right feeling. Because when all of those traumas, hostilities, anger living in you, you cannot live well, you cannot be healthy, you cannot be peaceful human being. On small occasion you will be blowing up. On small occasion you will be unhappy. You live basically, when all of the circling in your system, you live with unhappiness. You're constantly unhappy. You feel that in the background, whatever happening in your life, there is judgmental unhappiness inside of you. So that glitch and darkness have to be addressed somehow inside. That energy of that have to melt in order you to come back to heaven again. That heaven and hell is here. It depends what we carry inside of our bodies and minds. It's nothing else really. You can perceive life through mind filter, through brightness, and you can see bright light, pleasant feeling, feel pleasant feeling, or you can feel unpleasant feeling all the time and see the life through the darkness, through some kind of veil which cover your blue sky. That's the God and that's the Satan. Of course, there is an element in the mind, that Satan, which will somehow ask us to do certain things. It maybe looks like pleasure or something interesting, but behind of it is bad action against people, against yourself, and in longer run it will cause that pollution only if we reach hands for that. So there are things in this world we should participate, and there are things we should really avoid them, because they carry bad energetic load. Salam alaikum and God bless you.